I am so pissed off right now. This guy was on the trade block for 45 minutes. Dallas still stinks. You're my doing, King Dingbat here, and I'll tell you what. I tell you what, man. I'm very, very frustrated right now. I'm very frustrated. We're going to get into it in a second. But if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. We cover the Eagles every day, NFL news. You don't want to miss any of it. And if you've been subscribed for a while, just double check. Make sure you're still subscribed. Because YouTube has unsubscribed people unknowingly to them. So just double check. This video, I'm a little pissed off. I'm a little frustrated. I'm a little mad. I may use bad words. So be ready. Because what just happened, in my opinion, and I'm just going to be honest, is inexcusable. I think this is inexcusable. I literally literally put a video out, and the dude is traded like the first 30 seconds of the video. The first 30 seconds. After the news just came out a half hour before. This guy was on the trade block for like 45 minutes. At most. For like 45 minutes. Tyreek Hill traded to the Miami stinking Dolphins. The Dolphins keep screwing us, man. They start 1-7. They win 7 straight. Drop us to like the 15, 16 pick. I can't even remember which one it is. Now they trade for Tyreek Hill, the most explosive wide receiver in football. And here's what they get. I told you, I'm not kidding. I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated as hell right now. See, in my opinion, you don't get a chance like Tyreek Hill that comes around every day on the trade block, who's 28 years old. And I don't want to hear the Eagles can't afford to pay him. Yes, they can. Yes, they can. I'm pissed off. Adam Schefter, here's what he says. Chiefs are trading 6-time Pro Bowl wide receiver. That is 6-time Pro Bowl wide receiver Tyreek Hill to the Miami Dolphins for 5 draft picks. 5 draft picks don't scare me. A 2022 first round pick, number 29. Essentially, that's a late first, okay? That's like 2 seconds, right? That's like a second round pick almost. A second round pick. So let me start that over because I'm just pissed off. Tyreek Hill is traded to the Miami Dolphins for 5 picks. A 2022 first round pick, number 29, a second round pick, number 50, a 4th round pick, as well as a 4th and a 6th round pick in the 2023 draft. Sources tell ESPN. Now, the first round pick is 29th. It's essentially an early second, late first round pick. The Eagles have a 15th pick, 16th pick, 19th pick, and a second. You could have given the 16th pick up, a second round pick up, a 4th round pick, 5th round pick next year probably gets it done. But the Eagles don't do it. They don't trade for the guy. Now the Eagles blew their chance to get the most explosive wide receiver in football. This is important to me. This is important. Guys like this do not grow on trees. They do not grow on trees. And I really have to, and I'm sorry, this is just a natural reaction. This is just breaking now. I just put up a video and 15 seconds later, the damn thing happens. He gets traded. They couldn't even give me a couple hours. We lose out on every possible wide receiver. Every possible wide receiver. What is this team trying to do? Let's reevaluate what is really going on with this team. Are they trying to put the best pieces around Jalen Hurts? If they believed in Jalen Hurts so much, Wouldn't they go after a guy like Tyreek Hill in this situation? Wouldn't you want to give him every weapon? I don't want to hear about they can't afford him. They can afford him. You can make, listen, one thing about Howard Roseman, he can make adjustments, okay? Seriously, they could have done it if they really wanted to. I will never buy that crap. So whatever he's going to get, whatever huge extension he's going to get, to me, it was worth it. Especially because you got a quarterback who's a starting quarterback on a rookie deal who's a second-round pick. You got a wide receiver in Devontae Smith. You don't have to pay him for 3 more years. I don't know what you're waiting for. What are they waiting for? Where's the legitimate big upgrade? Yeah, Haason Reddick, nice pickup. But guess what? Haason Reddick is a guy who wanted to come to Philly and took less. What if he said, nah, I want the most money I can get? He wouldn't have been in with us. Where would he have been? I don't know. Maybe Miami. Maybe he would go to Miami like everybody else. Bullshit. I'm pissed off. I'm pissed because the Eagles didn't even attempt. We didn't even hear their name. The Miami Dolphins. Do you really think Tua is so much better than Jalen Hurts? So, to me, this goes exactly what I thought. This is exactly what I thought yesterday. The Eagles, they don't believe they have their quarterback. And this whole offseason is about adding a quarterback. And they're going to add one in the draft. I'm sure of it now. I'm almost positive. Because if the Eagles really believed in Jalen Hurts, if they really thought he was the guy, they would have landed, maybe not Tyreek Hill, but Christian Kirk, DJ Chark. One of these many, many wide receivers that they've had an opportunity to go out and get, they would have gotten. They would have been concentrating on building this team and making them better for next year. The Eagles aren't thinking about next year. We got to be honest. They're thinking about 2 years down the road. I'm frustrated. I just don't know how often a guy 28 years old who is Tyreek Hill, who is as explosive as he is, comes around. He just doesn't come around every day. You don't get guys available for trade. I mean, literally, the guy was on the trade block for 45 minutes. Why can't it have been the Eagles, man? Why couldn't that have been the Eagles? That would have been such an upgrade. Oh, my gosh. And then, you know what? If Hurts goes out and doesn't have a good year, nobody's going to have any excuses for him. I don't know what you're thinking. I honestly don't know. I don't know. The only thing that makes sense to me now is that the Eagles look at this offseason as the offseason where they're not going to invest in players until they get their quarterback. And they're really not going to do it. But if somebody wants to come along like Haason Reddick and give them a bargain price, hey, they'll do it then. But they're not going to do it now. That's the only thing. I don't know. I was about to take the video I did down, but I'm going to leave it there for a record. I'm going to leave it up for records of the channel and things that I did videos on. And people see this rant and me being pissed off right now, they're going to go and they're going to look at it and they're going to understand why. My God. Look, if the Eagles would have lost out on Tyreek Hill because they didn't offer enough, but they were in on it and they were going for it, I would have been like, okay. Nobody, it didn't. It was the Jets in Miami. And Miami screws us again. I hate losing out on talent. You know, and I hate feeling like this all season. You know, and I'm sorry, but I hear a lot of people, we're okay, we're doing great, we're doing this, we're doing that, we believe in Jalen Hurts, we're going to build around him, and well, where's the players? This was the guy you build around. This is the guy you give him. This is the guy. DK Metcalf, that's the guy. Those are the complimentary receivers you give him. And then you go out and you see what he can do. And if he can't make the throws, then you know. But this team didn't do it. They didn't want to pay anybody. They didn't want to get the big names. They pulled away on purpose. Because I'm telling you right now, and this is the truth, the reason why the Eagles are not more aggressive in free agency is because their focus is getting a quarterback. And until they get a quarterback, they're not going to go spend money to build around the quarterback because they're not committed to the one we have. That's the only thing that makes sense to me on why you wouldn't do this. Otherwise, you're saying Jalen Hurts, we believe him, second-year guy. We got to put weapons around him. We got to give him help. Don't you want to give him the most help he can get? Don't you think a guy like Tyreek Hill is the kind of guy that can make Jalen Hurts better? I know it's true. I know it's true. And they didn't even go for it. So I'm frustrated that they may have 5 picks. He might have got 5 picks. But a late first-round pick, a second-round pick, a fourth-round pick this year, and a couple picks next year. The Eagles could have thrown in the 16th pick, a second-round pick, and maybe a couple picks next year. It would have been done. It would have been done. I don't even think they made an attempt. And that's what hurts me the most. I hate losing out on players. I just do. I hate wasting opportunities. This was such a golden opportunity. So to me, I have to be honest. I have to question what this team is doing. This is doing. You can say, well, they don't have cap money. They don't have this. Well, listen. If you want to talk about cap money, then you don't bring Fletcher Cox back and give him $14 million after you eat that $40 million. What's the difference? You ate $35 million last year. So eat $5 more million. Don't bring him back for $14 million. There's moves that they could have done a lot of things. The Eagles are putting together the same players, a lot of them that were back here last year. They're not going to spend a lot of money. If they get a bargain, they'll do it. And they're not doing it because the only thing I can think of is they don't have a quarterback that they feel comfortable building around. This is why they're looking at Pickett, taking him on dinner. This is why Howie Roseman is there watching Malik Willis. This is the only thing that makes sense to me. Everything else doesn't make sense to me. And I know people get frustrated with me. Well, why you don't talk about Jalen Hurts? I'm trying to help Jalen Hurts here. I'm trying to give him everything he can. I want the Eagles to give him everything he needs to succeed. Tyreek Hill's that guy. That doesn't come around often. It doesn't. So it's just frustrating. God. I want to win. I want to be better next year. I don't want to just be a playoff team that loses in the first round or a team that wins 9 games. I want to win 11 or 12 games. But if the Eagles aren't going to go out and get these guys to be more aggressive, then what it tells me is They must still think they need a quarterback. It's the only thing that makes sense. Anyways, I'm sorry about the rant, but it just frustrates me. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat. And it's Howie Vision. We're all just living in it, even if we're miserable. I just don't understand. I don't understand why this team's not being more aggressive. What are they waiting for? What are they waiting for? What are they waiting for? You want to build around Jalen Hurts? You want Jalen Hurts to be the future? Then give him every opportunity to succeed. Tyreek Hill is one of those guys. You just throw the ball up. He'll go get it. He can run to it. And if you want to say, well, Hurts doesn't have the arm to hit him deep, throw a 5-yard slant. He'll take it 80 yards. Isn't the idea to help Jalen Hurts? That's what I thought we were trying to do this offseason. Denzel Washington out.